When I got cast, I had hair like this, and Bill liked it, and so I've had hair like this for 4 years now on the show. I don't wear it like this anymore, but in my real life, when I got the show, this is how I wore it, because it was it was kind of semi in style then. Now I think people are over it, but JD's not. I was waiting tables at a French-Vietnamese restaurant, and I was auditioning, and my very first audition for Scrubs was in New York. I happened to be in New York visiting my family, and I was out partying with a bunch of my friends, and I forgot that I had this audition. So I went into NBC at Rockefeller Center in New York City, and I gave a really hungover, awful audition where I didn't know the lines. I also hadn't read the script, so I didn't understand what was going on in the episode, really. I was kind of lost. And then I didn't get a call back, because of course it was an awful audition. Then I came back out to LA. Bill has a different version of the story, but my version of this. Then I came back out to LA, and they said they have a new casting director, and they don't really remember if you came in or not. So I say you just go in again, this time be more prepared. So once I had time to prepare and do a good job, I came in and I had a really good audition with Brett, the casting director. And then he brought me back for Bill. And then I came back again for Bill and like a work session. And then I read with Sarah, because Sarah had already been cast. And then I went to the studio. At that time, I think it was down to about 8 or 10 guys, maybe 8 or 9 guys. And then I went to network. It was down to 4 of us. So I auditioned a total of 6 times. A party at Bill's house. A party at Bill's house. The party at Bill's was good. I obviously had butterflies. It was the first time we were all going to read together. I had met Sarah, and I already had a huge crush on her. And I met Donald at the bar. Donald came right up and put his arm around me, and me and Sarah remember being at the bar, and Donald came up and put his arms around me and Sarah, and it was kind of a really cool moment. I met everybody. I met Johnny C, and he said for the first time, the first of many times, he said, "There's 5 good ones for you," which is how he shakes people's hands. "There's 5 good ones for you." That was the first thing he said to me. And of course, I'd seen him in many, many movies. And the whole cast was there, and then there were guys like Neil who were just supposed to do cameos in the pilot, and Sam Lloyd, the lawyer, and so we met those guys, and they were so funny. We couldn't believe that they only had like 1 line in the show, and of course they were funny enough that Bill kept bringing them back and bringing them back. We just cracked each other up. I mean, it was kind of cool because we couldn't have been from more different backgrounds, and and been more different people, but instantly we had the same sense of humor, and we just became best friends in real life. And we're also brand new on the show, and we started going out every night and partying together. We were so excited. We were like getting into the clubs that we never could get into, and we never had any. I never had $1 to my name, and and all of a sudden we had some money in our pocket, and the first year was a really fun time for me and Donald. A day here is usually about 14 hours long, 5 days a week, and depending on how heavy you are in the script, that it means you're gonna be here a lot. And because I do the voiceovers and everything, I pretty much live here. This is my bed. No, not really, but I've slept in every corner of the hospital. I know this place like the back of my head. Wait, I don't know the back of my head. I know this place well. What happened to me was that I was living in Laurel Canyon and the power went out. And I didn't wake up because the power was out, my alarm clock was out, and I was fast asleep like 2 hours after my call. And I woke up to a PA banging on my window. And I opened the door, and he's out of breath. "You overslept." He had to climb my fence. And I got to work, and Bill said, "It's okay, don't worry, we'll split the $50,000.